Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to look a little different. I'm going to show you basically my practice routine for when it's raining outside, or when I just don't feel like going to the course, or when I just have a little extra time on my hands. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so when I'm practicing, I usually like to start with a handful of putters, and I have a basket here and I have a net behind so that I don't hit any of the other stuff. And that's just a good way for me to get warmed up. And I'll tell you this, it's important to practice the short putts as much as it is the long putts, because the short putts are the ones that you're going to be making most often, and I feel it is important for you to practice that 10 foot to 15 foot range. So.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Inside the circle putts, I use JK Pro AVRs. These just feel really good in the hand. And outside the circle, I always jump putt. I've always had a dart in my bag, and these are by far the most comfortable for me. Obviously, it is all about comfort. Whatever feels good in your hand, whatever you feel like you're consistent with, is the right putter for you. So just because I have these doesn't mean you should have these. So now on to the long. So the second half of the training that I do is I like to practice throwing into this net. I've been practicing forehands, backhands, and I just like to, really break down my form and make changes that need to be made. And yeah, basically field work, but throwing into it. So. Another little piece of advice is throw putters. When I started throwing putters and getting the motion down, it really changed how my game was, because this one for me, this is a Glow AVR 3, and I could throw it on any line and it holds the line. Throwing putters has been, it's good for straight shots. Even though it won't get you quite as far, it's good. It's still a good thing to learn, and it can still be something that improves your game. So. Also, when throwing into a net, don't try and throw as hard as you can into the net. What I do is I envision like a hole on the course, like getting around a tree and what angle I need to throw it at. So if there's a tree in the fairway that I need to go around, I would usually put it at a hyzer or an anhyzer if I want, and I would envision that I'm doing this, and it would help me out on the real course. So yeah, that's another thing with doing field work is don't just try to throw as far as you can. Make sure you got those angles down for each and every disc.